Good evening, everybody. We're back once again with RTG Mondays, and it is time for what you've been waiting for. It's the finale of this season, and we are in Brazil. What a place to have a finale. Absolutely brilliant. And I am looking forward to this. We have a shootout for the championship. Absolutely. This is going to be one that you do not want to miss. It is between Chuckle Brothers and Josh McGill. Who is going to take the title away this evening? One of them is, no matter what. Obviously, things could be decided in a steward's room, but one of the two of them will be walking away with the title after this evening. It all ends here, and wow, what an exciting one we have for you. I'm just going to check the driver standings in the Discord somewhere. It's going to be there. Where is it? Here we go. Standings. They've added things. It's confusing me. Yes, 202 points for Chuckle Brothers is leading the way. Josh McGill in P2, 189 points, and in third, Lee Burt on 132. So he is well out the fight, unfortunately. We are waiting for everyone to be ready up. Looks like it's one-shot quality, a sprint race, and then a 50% race, so something a bit different this evening. So it's 13 points is the difference. Obviously, we do have a different rule set in terms of points with RTG. I've got this all loaded up beside me, so I can keep an eye on it and try and work out for everyone watching at home, and we will find out and watch live as one of these two drivers takes the crown. But it is all to play for still up and down the grid. There is plenty more positions to gain or lose from a lot of the drivers and in the constructors as well. But we are off with one shot qualifying. We will. Who will we go with? We'll go with Josh McGill because he's always very good in qualifying, and we will ride with the Mercedes as he runs around turns 1 and 2 through the Ascena S's and then down the first of the DRS zones. And that is sector 1 for you into the 90-degree left-hander. He's currently sat in P5. Paul and Ginger, two Ferraris trading places further up. Josh McGill now drags it back up into P2. He's got a great exit through there. So really gaining some time, pulling some time back into the middle sector we go. And this is where you really want the downforce. This is where it all happens. And you want to add those extra wings, and you can see Josh McGill jumping straight to the top of the tines, perhaps running a bit higher wings than the rest of them, but Ginger's managed to gain a bit back into that hairpin. It's still all to play for, obviously very close between a lot of these. Purple sector for Josh McGill, not surprising there, and then out the last corner, and this is where you don't want the wings. You want as lower wings as possible because it is a long old drag to the line. Currently Josh McGill is P1. Can Ginge steal it at the line? Who knows? No, Josh McGill takes it, and look how close that is. A 107.805. Ginge in P2, Chuck P3, and Chuckle, championship rival, in P4. Paul dropped to P5 and I didn't see the rest, but there we have it, and it's 28 points for a win. Fourth place would be 18, so it's a difference of 10 points. So if the race ended with Josh McGill first, Chuckle P4, and Josh McGill even got fastest lap, that would be enough for Chuckle. But don't forget, we have the sprint point system, and I don't know what the sprint point system is. That's a very good shout. They've not got it in the league rules. I will ask them to update that for me, but I'm guessing it's going to be the same. So, obviously, Josh McGill takes pole position. Ginge is P2, Chuck P3. And I think that's pole then. So that'll be 1 point for Josh McGill, if my math serves me correct. So we've got a 12-point difference between the two of them. But yes, what a great qualifying. One shot is really where you gotta stick it on the line. Just gonna try and message the two brothers to find out what the actual point system is for the sprint, because I just want to make sure that my maths is going to be correct. But yeah, I think that extra point there for Josh McGill could Could come in very handy for him as we get ready for the sprint race. I have confirmation. Yeah, confirmation then. Nobody gets points for the sprint. There is a point for pole, so Josh McGill has got pole. So there's a point for him, but no points for the sprint. It is purely racing for starting position in the race, which, okay, it was a strange one, but fair enough. That is why I couldn't find any details on points for the sprint. Everyone on medium tyres, as you would expect. All of the signs up. But yes, Josh McGill will lead us away on this formation lap. Ginge in P2, Chuck third, Chuckle P4, two McLarens third and fourth, and I'm sure Chuck will probably be playing the team game, and if push comes to shove, he will probably let Chuckle through to gain the extra points to help his teammate in the title fight. McLaren have already won the Constructors, so that is done and dusted. Been absolutely dominant between them this season, winning it with a race to go. Paul in P5, AJ done pretty well in P6. Same with Lee Craig, that's a great lap from him to go P7. Then the two Red Bulls, Prof and Aki, 8th and 9th, always very close on the road, those two. Very good teammates. And Prodigy P10, Cameron Poulter rather surprises me down in P11. Normally he's a very good qualifier, but I'm sure watch for him coming through the field, no doubt. Royal Rumble P12, Bugatti P13. There's a McLaren of Chuck that's going for a bit of a spin, but too early to try the 360, I'm afraid. We have Bugatti P13. We have a newbie by the looks of it, Vilnarex, if that's how you say your name, in P14. Golden Wolf in P15 and Pippo in P16, rounding up the grid as everyone goes to line up. Once again, I'm sure we'll see a few 360s to get us going. Who's going to be the first to try it, if any? Nobody. Oh, there's a Haas in the background giving it a go. That's something. And Lee Craig in the Mercedes. The Haas of Prodigy really going for it. Where's the Red Bull? That's got to be. Who is that? It's Prof. Prof really losing the plot a little bit on the start, but we're getting a bit of a glitch putting up Vilnarex into first, but we are getting going. I don't know where the lights are. There is no lights. It sounds like we have 5 lights. And away we go for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Josh McGill gets not a great start, a bit too much wheel spin, and it looks like Ginger might have the run, but Chuck gets a great start, tries to send it around the outside, but there's no room. He gets pushed off. There's contact between the Ferrari and Josh McGill. That means Josh McGill has dropped further back in the field. There's a Red Bull of Prof who's made a lightning start up to 5th. There's a yellow flag and people gone round. Poole is now up to 5th. Look at that, McLaren of Chuck and Lee Craig going side by side now into the end of the first sector. What a start! That absolutely changes the grid around. AJ's had a great start up to P3, but Ginge got the move off the line. That was brilliant going from him. But look at these two still side by side. And into the middle sector they go. Lee Craig has the position, but just about. But I think Chuck's going to come back at him once again. This is absolutely fantastic with terrible camera angles. We're going to get down the inside. Goes the Mercedes. There's a little bit of contact, but they've got away with it. Amazing stuff. Looked like Prof had got a great start. He obviously got knocked around a bit. I think I must have missed that a little bit. Well, what a great start. Josh McGill down 3 places, Chuckle up 2. That is not what Josh McGill wanted. It's a disaster start for him. He just got that little bit too much wheel spin and then got a little tap trying to go up the inside of the Ferrari into the second corner, and that really cost him dearly, unfortunately. Chuckle will be laughing. Josh McGill will be cursing, no doubt, in their cockpits, but Josh McGill's looking pretty racy behind AJ. Is he going to try and make a move? Nothing doing just yet. No DRS, remember, as well. And AJ goes a little bit wide, and that's going to allow Josh McGill around at him. Is he going to... No, he's not going to be able to have a go. Perhaps running a little bit more wings. That's Alfa Romeo, just looking a little bit slippery in a straight line. But Josh McGill all over him in the corners, and this is where the championship fight is. This is what matters. Is that Prof gone round? No, Prof's just dropped a couple of positions by the looks of it. And once again, AJ and Josh still very, very close to one another. Josh McGill really wants to make this move, but AJ sticking to the back of Chuckle, so it's not like Josh is losing a massive amount of time here or anything. So I'm sure he'll be taking some consolidation with that, but he's going to make a move, and the top two are making a move as well. Chuckle's going for the move into turn one. This is terrible camera angles, and he has the lead, and AJ's also managed to defend for Josh McGill, who I thought might have had a run at him, but couldn't quite make that move stick. But Chuckle did make the move stick, and we had the most awful camera angles from Codemasters. We couldn't actually see what went on. That was terrible, but nonetheless, what a move. Chuckle now from P4 on the grid up to P1, and he's basically traded positions with his championship rival Josh McGill, which I'm sure he's going to be happy with. But yeah, what a great start. Cameron Poulter also had a good start. Vilnerix had a brilliant start, 5 positions, and just behind his Williams teammate as well, who had a great start. He's obviously done very, very well to get up to that position as we go through. Look at this. Chuckle's pulling a bit of a gap on Ginge here. He's gone purple in the middle sector, and he nearly... Oh, I've cursed him. Vilnerix is round. One of the biggest gainers in position on the first lap has unfortunately spun it. Prof obviously had a bit of damage because he's pitted. Chuckle now goes fastest lap. Ginge really looks like he's got much lower wings though, because he's gaining a lot of time back down that start finish straight. Chuck now loses a position to Lee Craig. Lee Craig now up into P6, but I think with DRS, yes, DRS now enabled. Chuck might come back at the Mercedes here. Is he going to send a move up the inside? No, he is not, but Prodigy and Bugatti are fighting further back. Prodigy now goes into turn one. Oh, Lee Craig's out. Lee Craig is out. Unbelievable, and that has brought out a safety car. Absolutely devastating for the Mercedes. He's obviously lost the back end coming out of that turn one, and Prof is going to be very happy with that, because that allows him to get onto the back of the rest of these guys. But yeah, wow, an early DNF from Lee Craig. I'm sure he's going to be gutted with that. Chuckle probably also be happy, but I think it's a bit early to pit, even on the mediums. We didn't actually see tyres. Oh, we did, because it's sprint everyone on the same tyres. Yeah, it's I forgot it's a sprint, so you don't have to pit, and realistically, there's probably no point in pitting. The only people are pitting for is gonna be if you're at the back, because it could be worth wasting a set of soft tyres. Because you're going to come out, you're going to be at the back anyway. You're not going to lose any positions. If I was at the back, I'd be pitting for some soft tyres, because you can really gain a handful of positions there by doing that. You know, and if you gain 2 or 3 positions by doing that, you're going to put yourself in good stead for the start of the main race, which is obviously where the points are scored. So definitely worth doing. But yeah, safe to go out. That null and voids the race for a little bit, as we just wait for Prof to catch up. Had a great start, did Prof, but just couldn't make it sticky. Obviously had a bit of contact with somebody. We did miss what happened there, which is a bit unfortunate. It also means it's back to status quo with battery deployment. So depending on how much battery anyone used, it will reset back to 100 basically, because everyone will gain their battery right back. I don't think we're going to have safety car in this lap. I think it's going to be next lap. So even if Prof does just manage to catch up, which she's just about to do so. There's Cameron and Prodigy swapping positions. What is going on there? Not 100% sure what is going on there. It's a bit of a strange one. Obviously some reason why they were swapping positions, who knows. But yeah, Prof has now caught up to the back of the grid here. And we do have one more lap under safety car. Which I think even if he did catch up in time, the safety car has to be out for at least a lap. The way the game's coded. It's a bit unfortunate, but kind of annoying because I get it. In real life, obviously, it'd be at least a handful of laps because of clearing debris. Which is why it's out, but in the game the debris gets cleared instantly, which kind of makes the whole safety car thing a bit pointless, but there we go. There's my guys. Enough about me slagging off the game. I slag it off enough. I think we all know this game is terrible and we shall try and move on. But yeah, AJ will be happy as well, up into P3, he's had a great start. Up 3 positions. And running quite nicely, and was running with good pace as well. Josh McGill was attacking him, but he was managing to hold off the Mercedes, which was looking mighty quick in the middle sector, it has to be said. That was where he gained his time in the thing. And there's Prodigy, who has decided to go for a little bit of a trip under the safety car. That's an interesting decision from Prodigy. Don't think it's going to pay off for him. It has to be said. He will catch back up, and there you go, safety car in this lap. It's a bit of a mistake there from the Haas, which is going to, well, see him drop to the back. And sure he's going to be cursing himself. Now, while we go with Chaco, who's viciously weaving to warm his tyres up. At what point does he decide to go? There's no corners, it's a straight, and he's going for it by the looks of it. And he's caught Ginge napping reasonably, and Josh McGill's got a great run on AJ Baker. He's going at the inside, AJ giving him a good old squeeze there. Can Josh McGill make the move? No, AJ breaks later, and it looks like Chuck and Paul Jones going side by side, and that's going to allow Cameron Poulter a run on Chuck. He couldn't quite make the move, and that was very, very close. Prodigy gets past and makes up a couple of positions into turn 1. Prof has spun and gone round once again. Oh, he's retired. What happened there? Josh McGill's gone back down the order as well. We missed that. We're too busy trying to check on what was going on with Prof. Josh McGill's dropped a handful of positions, so whether he got squeezed or went wide, we're not sure. As Cameron Poulter sends a move up the inside of Chuck, but Chuck sees it coming, gives him plenty of room. Good racing from him. Prof's car is still going, so I'm wondering whether he retired on track. We'll have to see. But obviously a disastrous race for the Red Bull. Not had very good luck whatsoever, but it's been a great restart from Chuck, who has a 1.5 second lead over Ginge. He's going to be laughing at this point. Ginge pretty much leading the rest of the trade. Cameron Poulter, the man on the move right now, very aggressively attacking the rest of the field. Chuck looks like he was sizing up a move on Paul Jones, but nothing doing there. And whoa, there's a big snap of oversteer from Cameron. That's lost him a lot of time, and that could allow Josh McGill to have a run at him. They're both going to use battery. Will Josh make a move? No, he will not. He will back out of that one. AJ's all over the back of Ginge as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on that for P2. He's looking pretty strong right now, but Josh McGill's still all over the back of Cameron. He's desperate to make up some positions. Been an absolute... Whoa! Cameron's round! He's lost it! He's got over on the curb, lost the back end, got into a tank slapper, and he is out and round. And getting back going once again. And that sees... Oh! Chuck and Paul swapping positions. What's happened? Is Paul AI? Not sure what happened there, but Paul was ghosting, which is very strange. Chaco is absolutely destroying the rest of the field right now. He is stamping his authority out in the lead. 2.5 second gap to Ginge, who's just managed to pull out a DRS. Cameron Poulter retires in the pit lane. Oh, Paul's gone round, is he? I don't know whether Paul's having problems here, because he looks like he's going quite slowly. He's dropping an awful lot of positions. He's obviously having issues. He's gone all the way from P4 down to P13 now. Oh, the inside of Villarix. This is great racing from those two, and the Ferrari has the position. Amazing stuff from those two. Pippo and Prodigy now swapping positions like for like in the middle sector. Oh, that's very, very close to tapping the back of the Ferrari, but inwards we go. Josh McGill now chasing after the back of Chuck to try and make some positions. Yellow flag, oh, that's for Cameron's AI. It's a bit of a strange thing to do. Alright, said I had a message in the chat, but apparently I haven't got a message when I... Not really sure when I check, I've got no message. But anyway, back to the action, because Chuck is now all over the back of Josh McGill. He's got past, I wasn't watching there, but they've both got DRS, and that is going to be a stream ending. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.